What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday, January 3rd, and we have another trade recap to go over. Today was a pretty awesome day, a very good second day of the 2024 trading year. There was a really good lesson today, and I think that this video today will share a good lesson about a losing trade that I had to take a loss on, that I stayed confident in, and turned into a very nice win. Today, I was looking for square to the downside off a pretty key level, but there was one thing that I had mistaken, which made me take an original loss on this trade, re-looked at the position, and ended up profiting very nicely. Another trade that we're going to highlight in today's video is the IWM, the small cap downside, that I pretty much stayed in the entire day, trusted the weakness, and eventually had a very nice payoff on this position. So we're going to jump right from Interactive Brokers. We're going to do a flex query right into TradeZilla. We're going to review the trades, go over everything. I hope you guys enjoy this trade recap. If you do, after watching it, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, help me get to 100,000 subs by the end of the year. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, so here it is. Here's my day. This is Interactive Brokers. You can see right there on the left side, that is my platform. You can see I finished the day up about $2,200. I have $2,000 realized, $186 unrealized, $1,600 in IWM, $1,200 on Square, in a position on Coinbase right now, and then a losing trade, which I'm still holding a little bit on Google. So those are the trades I took today. That was my end of day profit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go run a Interactive Brokers flex query. We're going to go today. We're going to do CSV, and we're going to run that right there. So we're going to go ahead and upload that straight into TradeZilla. I'm going to drag that download right into that file, and we're going to get all the trades that I took from today. So right there, you guys can see this is my day, which matches up with the Interactive Brokers. We'll click into that day. You can see we have $2,000 realized. That's what TradeZilla realizes, and then I still have some of those unrealized gains right there. So here's my entire trading day from Interactive Brokers right into TradeZilla. And now we're going to go ahead and review all of those trades. So the first one that I want to review is the losing trade on Square. I had a $1,600 loss on Square, and I want to review what happened here. So we're going to click into that, and let's review this trade. I'm going to go ahead and put away that Interactive Brokers, and we can put this right here and review that trade on TradeZilla. So here it goes. Square, $1,600 loss. And you can see right here my entries and my one exit. I was shorting Square up here around that $70 level, looking for a fade back to the downside. Now, unfortunately, Square stopped me out as it squeezed over that $70 level. Now, there is a very important takeaway from this trade, and it's the fact that I had the incorrect supply level, and it caused me to take a loss. So the key takeaway of this trade was incorrect supply level, and that led me to take a early, or you could say a early or incorrect loss, right? So, and I'm going to sort of explain why this was an incorrect level and why I should have actually stayed in this original position if I had my level correct. I talked to the group today, and this is similar to, let's say, garbage in, garbage out. We have a system, we have a machine, and a machine requires inputs. The inputs that you put into your system or your machine has to be quality to have a quality outcome. And so today I had a little bit of an incorrect input in my machine, in my strategy, which caused me to take a loss that I likely should have not taken, because I actually got back in this position, which was the correct idea here. This short entry was correct, but I got out incorrect, had an incorrect input, which caused an incorrect output, a losing output. So this was my first trade of the day and my first loss of the day. I started the day down about $1,600. I was shorting here around 70 on Square, and I got stopped out. Now, if we go to the trades, we can go here. We can look at my second trade on Square, and this was a $2,800 winner. You can see shortly after getting stopped out here, I re-entered Square right in this general area, and I scaled out into the flush. That's what I was originally looking for. So unfortunately, I did have to take that early loss, but I got back in Square and made that money back plus some after staying confident in my position. So let me go over to the charts and share with you why this sort of what happened wrong here and what I could have done better. So if we look at this chart and we look at this this is the 4-hour chart, we had some previous highs here on Square in this general area that I was looking to see if Square could bounce back into and reject, right? That was my whole idea today. Look for a bounce back into this supply and reject that supply for further downside. Now, that is exactly what we got. But unfortunately, I had my level at $70. I had a level at $70. That was the supply that I was looking for. This was incorrect. I should have had my supply at this wick high. And this wick high was at $70.67. That was the wick high here on the 4-hour chart. And if I would have had my supply at that level coming into the trading day, I would not have stopped out of this position. And here is why. If I go to the 5-minute chart here on the intraday, this is today's trading action. You got to pop to the upside right into that 4-hour wick, that $70.67 wick, and you got the rejection that I was looking for. Now, unfortunately, I had my stop loss at 70, which was right here. And so Square got above my stop, and I had to get stopped out right there. So you guys can see right here, the trade idea was 100% valid, but I had a garbage input, and that resulted in the loss. Garbage in, garbage out. The strategy is only so good as the inputs that you put into it. So this was a good learning lesson for me today, that I need to be a little bit more precise about the supply levels that I put on my chart. It's not just $70 flat. What is the exact wick high? That is a really good example from today's trading day, and that would have avoided the loss that I took on Square. So if we pop back into TradeZella, the other trade that I took today was some shorts on Coinbase off a very key 155 supply level. That was up in here, entered some here, took some profits. I'm still holding a small amount of this position. I don't think this is one that really needs to go over. I don't think it's a key trade that is too important, but we can look at it. I entered some shorts on Coin off this 155 supply. I took some profits on this drop, still holding a little bit. We'll see what happens, but that is a trade that I'm currently in. And the reason for that is back on this hourly chart. You guys can see right here, we have this 155 supply, this 155 demand, and I am short off that 155 level, looking for this to reject, and this 20 SMA right here to become a rejection point. So I'm looking for 155 and the 20 SMA to create a lower high, right, and have more downside. That's what I'm looking for here. So let's see what happens there. I still have a little bit of that position open. The big trade that I want to review today with you is IWM. I am very pleased with this trade. Right now, I have a $1,300 profit realized, 54%, and I still hold some of that position. And here is how this trade went down. You guys can see right here. I was shorting IWM in the 196s. I covered some in the 194s, and I still hold some. So if I pull up Interactive Brokers, you can see right here, I have 5 contracts left. I took some profits. They're currently up about 85%. So I'm still holding a small amount of that position. So why did I short IWM today? What was the reason? Well, it is a clear as day hourly chart and a very interesting low volume area below. And I think honestly that this could have a lot more downside. So here is the hourly chart on IWM. There is a very clear previous demand right here that attempted to hold today and failed. You can see under that 196 level, there is nothing of volume and a very large downside possibility if we start moving through this low volume gap. In my opinion, this should be able to move down to that 188 area. That is really my target on this IWM put. Pretty much all day, I held this position because if I go into this 15-minute chart and I look at this price action today, there was never any signs of strength off that 196 level. It was nothing but weakness the entire day, and I eventually got my slip under that 20 SMA and under that 196 demand. I continue to hold this, and I will continue to hold this as long as IWM is both below the 20 SMA and below 196, targeting this extremely low gap of volume right here, even on the 4-hour chart. You can see that area right there. There could definitely be some more downside here towards 188. Even if you get a pop back into that 196 and reject, this could be an awesome re-entry currently in this position, and I'm really, really liking it. So this was my trading day, guys. That was it. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. $3,300 the first 2 trading days of the year, 1.02 win-loss, 66% win ratio, 2.05 profit factor, $3,300, 2 very clean days. Trade review done. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to trade live with me every day, link down in the description. If you want TradeZilla, discount code down in the description as well. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.